Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news that markets are up, but the underlying data is not. Wall Street is rising today on optimism a trade deal between China and the US is close. The US president is feeding that optimism. The Standard & Poor's 500 is up 0.4% in afternoon trade. This follows Shanghai yesterday that was up 5.6% and Hong Kong up 0.5%. That Shanghai rise is eye-popping, and since the start of 2019, their index is up a remarkable 20.1%. The final sticking points in the trade deal seem to be enforcement mechanisms. In the US, February car sales are expected to be about 1% lower than the same month a year ago. US wholesale trade disappointed with sales levels in December only up 1% year on year, but giving up some of that gain from November. Further, wholesale inventories rose and are at a quickening pace and are up 7.3% from December 2017, and this is not a good sign. Also weak is the National Activity Index monitored by the Chicago Fed. It showed most components weaker in January. Bucking the trend on a regional basis, the overall Dallas Fed Index was up even as new order data halved. In Mexico, their economy slowed sharply in the fourth quarter of 2018 as a drop in industrial production largely cancelled out good gains in services and rural production. Full year 2018 growth was 2%, with little contributed in that final quarter. In China, in something of a double-tape Kafka moment, their banking regulator is saying that they have achieved their structural deleveraging targets. In Australia, according to CoreLogic, there are 115,000 houses currently listed for sale across the country, a level 15% higher than this time last year. But sales volumes are down 15% nationwide, and that figure increases to more than 20% in the big markets of Sydney and Melbourne. The US Treasury 10-year yield is at 2.68%, a rise of 3 basis points. Their 210 curve is held on just under 17 basis points. Gold is a little softer, down $2 at $1,326 an ounce. And US oil prices are sharply lower today, now just over $55 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is down to just under $65 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is starting today firmer at 68.8 US cents. On the cross rates, we're holding at 96.1 Aussie cents. Against the euro, we're at 60.7 euro cents. That puts the TWI up to 73.3. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.